Welcome back to another video. Thanks for 300 subscribers. From the bottom of my heart, really, thank you, because I'm so happy about that. Like the fact that 300 people wants to follow me and watch my videos and my vlogs and everything, it just makes me super grateful and super happy. So thanks everybody. I'm gonna make a little Q&A today, so I'm gonna answer questions at the same time as I'm exploring Point Cartwright, I think it is. It's like a lighthouse here down in Malulaba. So I'll show you around at the same time as I'm gonna be answering your questions. So stick around. The lighthouse is just up there. We don't come down here that often because it's like a 15-minute drive from our apartment, and we have like beaches laying closer to us than this one. But it's so beautiful here and the waves are crazy today. Alright, so there's a lot of people asking me about how I managed to pull this off, how I managed to move from Sweden to Australia. And I actually have 2 videos explaining this, so I will just link that up here instead of explaining that right now. And just jump straight to question number 2, and that is, which books can you recommend? So one of my favorite books of all time is a book from Don Miguel Ruiz called The 4 Agreements, which is a personal development book and one of the best that I ever read. And also the second one from Don Miguel Ruiz in the same series, which is called The 5th Agreement. Both of those books are really good. Also The Way of the Superior Man by David Data, also a really good book. It explains like the psychology behind being a good man without any toxic traits. Also A New Earth from Eckhart Tolle, which is more of a spiritual book, and it explains how the ego works and how our brains work. So yeah, definitely recommend those books. Alright, next question, and that is, what's the best sightseeing place in Australia? And it's pretty hard for me to answer this because I haven't really been around to a lot of places. I mean, I did a road trip over the East Coast, so I drove from Melbourne up to Sunshine Coast, where I'm based right now. And the best places I've experienced doing that trip is definitely Blue Mountains in Sydney, which is amazing. I'll show you a little video from that here. And also, we went to a place called Dragon's Head Beach when I lived in Melbourne, and that was also like one of the most magical experiences I've ever had in my life. It was so peaceful, and we just watched the sunset. It was just freaking epic. I'll show you a video too of this right here. Otherwise, there's so many more places I would like to go. I would like to go to Western Australia too, to experience more of that place. So it's hard for me to tell, but like just experiencing everything here is just amazing. So people who wants to travel to Australia, you're not gonna have a bad time. I mean, everything here is amazing. Yeah, so that's my answer. Alright, so next question is a bit of a funny one, and that is, will I ever shave? And that answer is no, I'm never gonna shave again. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, I am shaving some days. I mean, I just trim a little bit to make it look better, but I kind of like the beard vibe I got going on. I mean, I'm a Viking, so obviously I have to have a beard, and it's good because it's nice to like scratch your beard and stuff. So I will shave again, but not right now. Alright, next question is it dangerous to live in Australia? The sun or the animals, for example? It could be. The sun is extremely strong here, so like compared to Sweden or Scandinavia, for example, I mean, you can be outside in the summer without sunscreen on, but here it's almost impossible to go outside because you just feel your skin burning. It can be a little bit dangerous, but if you just put sunscreen on, that's fine. And also the skin cancer rate is the highest in the world here apparently in Australia, so you should definitely look out for the sun and wear sunscreen and stuff. Animals, yeah, I think the 8 most dangerous animals or most venomous animals in the world or whatever, they live in Australia. But I've only seen 1 snake, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, I see some spiders every once in a while, but I don't know about those. But I've seen 1 snake, and I don't even know what kind of snake it was. So I think it's a little bit exaggerated, especially by Swedes, because most Swedes think that it's raining spiders basically in Australia, and that's not the case. I've had 1 huntsman spider. I'm not gonna put in a picture of a huntsman spider because I have arachnophobia, so if you want to know what a huntsman spider looks like, you have to Google. But I've seen 1 huntsman. It was in the bathroom, and I panicked, and I screamed like a like a little baby basically. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. I've been here for more than 14 months and I've only seen one big spider and one snake, and that's it. The battery died in my camera, so I have to do it on my phone now instead. But the last question is, what is the best thing about living in Australia? I don't know if I have to tell you. I mean, you can just have a look for yourself. The best part about living in Australia is definitely the scenery, like you see here. Look at this, it's insane. And the temperature and the weather and the climate. It's just the best I've ever experienced in my life. I think I want to stay in places like this for a long time actually. Like, Swedish weather is not so much for me. I mean, if it's sunny in Sweden, I actually like it a lot, but like it rains too much, and it's like in the winter it's all dark and cold, and I know that people like winter and people like snow in Sweden, but I'm not that type of guy. I like this. I like looking at things like this. I like to experience warm weather, and I think that's what I'm made for. Alright, that was everything from this Q&A. We're going to go to the city beach now that I visited in the other vlog, and we're gonna go for a swim because it's freaking warm today. It's about 32 degrees, so a swim in the ocean, that sounds good. There's something that I want to talk about, and that is like challenging yourself. A couple of weeks ago, like I don't know, 3 weeks ago, I started a new challenge in my life and a new morning routine. And that is that I was supposed to walk outside in the grass with the camera and just make like a morning vlog, because I used to be scared of like talking to the camera like this and walking around in public with the camera. And when I became aware of that, I was like, oh yeah, that's how it is. And if I'm gonna do this YouTube thing, if I want to keep vlogging and doing videos, it's not necessarily a good thing to be scared of. So I started that challenge 3 weeks ago, and the first couple of days was pretty hard because there was people like looking, and I felt like I was being judged and stuff. But now I couldn't care less, because I used to be like identified with the fear. So whenever I like back in the day, a couple of years ago, when I was being scared of something or when I felt fear about something, I tended to avoid that completely, because I was like, yeah, I'm afraid of that, so I'm not gonna do that. But now I think that actually started like before coming to Australia. I wanted to prove to myself that I could do something that I was really scared of, because that obviously scared me, because I sold all my stuff and everything and just left basically by myself. And that thing kind of triggered this idea in me to just, whenever I feel fear about something or whenever I feel a little bit uncomfortable, I just do it, because I know that the reward from doing that is so good. I just need to keep looking for things that make me uncomfortable, because now, like talking to the camera like this, it feels like I've done that forever. So now I need to find something else that I feel is making me a little bit uncomfortable. If you have any advice, leave a comment. Like what I showed you before from the Q&A, Point Cartwright, the lighthouse there, and also this place. Like, this is literally our backyard. I mean, Point Cartwright is like maybe 15-minute drive, and this is basically just 5 minutes from our apartment. And to think that this is life for me, coming from Sweden, where usually like in January or February it's like super dark every day and cold and like 20 below zero and stuff. I have to pinch myself in the arm to realize that this is my life. But I think that a lot of people from Scandinavia should definitely challenge themselves to do this. I've never been this happy ever in my life. And also the fact that we're super lucky about the current situation in the world too. Like being here, everything is just back to normal here. So yeah, I'm definitely very, very lucky. I'm very, very grateful for the life that I'm living right now. Tomorrow it's Monday, which means that I'm gonna get back into the gym, because I've changed my workout routine a little bit. I'm used to having a very high frequency, meaning that I work out almost every day. I've been doing almost 6 times per week. And right now I'm in a phase of where I'm gonna increase my volume, which means that I go harder the days that I train, but I don't train as frequent. So that means that I'm gonna work out for 4 days per week. It's a bro split. I haven't tried that in a very, very long time, so it's gonna be exciting to try. So you do one specific body part one day. So for example, Monday I do chest and shoulders, Tuesday I do legs, Wednesday arms, and then Thursday I do back. The only downside is I feel like I get too much rest, but that's not necessarily the case, because I do a higher volume now. So I'm just gonna be resting more, which means more recovery, which is a huge factor of actually building muscle. I'm very happy about it, because the program that I've been doing now, I've been doing it for 1 week, and I love it. I actually love it. The only hard thing for me is to not actually go to the gym every day. But I'm just gonna, the days that I have off, I'm just gonna come down here and swim or go out for walks and do like low intensity cardio. Alright, we just came back from the beach. I really hope that you liked this video, the Q&A and also the little pep talk I did on the beach. I don't think there's gonna happen anything else exciting today. I'm just gonna rest. But I want to say also thanks to everybody that's subscribing. 300 subscribers. For me, that's huge. It's amazing. Let's get it up to 400 now. Let's get up to 400 and then we'll see what's gonna happen. I mean, I'll probably do something else for 400 subscribers. But again, thank you very much and I hope that you liked this video. Don't forget to comment and subscribe and I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much. Peace.